Hi, I'm Michael Cooper from the New York Times, and I'm coming to you from the Intercontinental Hotel in Miami, where the Republican Governors Association is meeting for their conference. These are not happy days to be a Republican. They just lost the White House by a decisive margin. They lost houses in Congress and Senate seats, and for the first time in years, they're going to find themselves in the political wilderness. And it's against that backdrop that Republicans from around the country, from the state houses, descended here to talk about what went wrong and what the future of the party should be. Many people think that Republican governors are going to provide the next round of talent and ideas for the party because, Republicans who are left in Congress are going to find themselves in the opposition, which leaves them without much of a role besides obstructing, trying to stop things, and complaining about things. So it's going to be state house leaders, governors, who are going to have to, carry the party forward in terms of messages. You hear a lot of different thoughts about what went wrong in the last election. Some people here think that the party needs to return to its conservative roots, be a little bit more true to its base. Others are saying that they think that the party needs to moderate and broaden its appeal to a wider section of voters. You hear a lot of people concerned about the demographic trends that are going against the party. People are worried about this decisive margin by which they lost the Hispanic vote, by the way they lost the African American vote, the way they lost women votes. And so there's been a lot of sort of soul searching going on here, but not a lot of real agreement about what to do next. And against that backdrop, there's still been an incredible media scrum around one particular governor, Governor Sarah Palin of Alaska.
Let's see, I had a baby. I did some traveling. I very briefly expanded my wardrobe. I made a few speeches, met a few VIPs, including those who really impact society, like Tina Fey.
What you saw here, every time she emerged from an elevator, there were cameras flocked to her like moths to a flame. There was a much anticipated news conference she held on Thursday where there were about 24 cameras present, scores of reporters. And for all that, it wound up lasting about 4 minutes, and she took 4 questions without making much news. But there's still clearly a lot of interest in her. But, while much of the media spotlight is on her, a lot of other governors like Bobby Jindal of Louisiana, Tim Pawlenty of Minnesota, John Huntsman of Utah, Charlie Crist of Florida, the host governor, Mark Sanford of North Carolina, are all quietly discussing ways of bringing the party forward and to try to recover from what has been a sort of devastating defeat for them. In essence, they're trying to figure out what to do with their time in the wilderness so that they can plot a course back to power. I'm Michael Cooper from the New York Times in Miami, Florida.